Hello, welcome. Here we have our reading for today, Genesis chapter 14. At that time, Amraphel, king of Shinar, Arioch, king of Eliezer, Kedorlaomer, king of Elam, and Tidal, king of Goim, went to war against Bera, king of Sodom, Birsha, king of Gomorrah, Shinab, king of Abna, Shemember, king of Zilbolom, and the king of Bela, that is Zor. All these latter kings joined forces in the valley of Shittim, the Salt Sea. For 12 years they had been subject to Kedorlaomer, and in the 13th year they rebelled. In the 14th year, Kedorlaomer and the kings allied with them went out and defeated the Rephaites in Ashtaroth, Carmel, and the Zuzites in Ham, the Ammonites in Shavia, Kalatharim, and the Horites in the hill country of Seir, as far as El Paran near the deserts. Then they turned back and went in Mishpat, that is Kedesh, and they conquered the whole territory of the Amalekites, as well as the Amorites who were living in Hazon Tamar. Then the king of Sodom, the king of Gomorrah, the king of Abna, the king of Zebolim, the king of Bela, that is Zoar, marched out and drew up their battle lines in the valley of Siddim against Kedorlaomer, king of Elim, Tidal, king of Goim, and Aramul, king of Shinar, and Arioch, king of Eliezer, 4 kings against 5. Now the valley of Siddim was full of tar pits, and when the king of Sodom and Gomorrah fled, some of the men fell into them, and the rest fled to the hills. The 4 kings seized all the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah, and all their food. Then they went away. They also carried off Abram's nephew Lot, and his possessions, since he was living in Sodom. One who had escaped came and reported this to Abram the Hebrew. Now Abram was living near the great trees of Mamre, the Amorites, a brother of Eshcol and Anor, all of whom were allied with Abram. When Abram heard that his relative had been taken captive, he called out the 318 trained men, born in his household, and went in pursuit as far as Dan. During the night, Abram divided his men to attack them, and he routed them, pursuing them as far as Hobah, north of Damascus. He recovered all the goods and brought back his relative Lot and his possessions, together with the women and the other people. After Abram returned from defeating Kedorlaomer, the kings allied with him. The king of Sodom came out to meet with him in the valley of Shiva, that is the king's valley. And Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought out bread and wine. He was priest of God Most High, and he blessed Abram, saying, Blessed be Abram, by God Most High, creator of heaven and earth, and blessed be God Most High, who delivered your enemies into your hand. Then Abram gave him 1/10 of everything. The king of Sodom said to Abram, Give me the people, and keep the goods for yourself. But Abram said to the king of Sodom, I have raised my hand to the Lord, God Most High, Creator of heaven and earth, and have taken an oath that I will accept nothing belonging to you, not even a thread or the thong of a sandal, or that you will never be able to say, I made Abram rich. I will accept nothing what by men have eaten, and the share that belongs to men who went with me. To Aner, Eshcol, Mamre, let them have their share. So that's the end of our reading for today. A very good reading, a very interesting reading. Lots of difficult names. We hear the battle between the kings and the problems and issues that were going on there. But for me, the key part of this reading is still the relationship between Abram and his nephew Lot. Very importantly, when Lot was fallen into problems and into trouble, Abram went out to look for him, to find him, to rescue him, and to bring him back. You see, the great themes of the Bible is about restoration, about renewal, and about restoring those things that perhaps have gone wrong and not gone quite so well in our lives. The great message of Jesus is one of salvation, one of forgiveness, and one of restoration. I thank God for these perhaps more difficult readings in Genesis, and we can understand from them that whatever happens between our human relationships or our relationship with God, there is always a way back, and God always opens up his arms to receive us once again. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow.